Hello there, my name is WangleLine and today I will be making music from samples of my bathroom. Okay, first off, the acoustics in the bathroom are quite terrible, so it's very echoey and reverby in there. This means that the samples aren't going to be of a very high quality this time, but I'll just don't mind and make some music with it. And this is what the whole process looks like. Here we go! I got carried away a little bit, whoops. So now that I've got all my samples, I'm going to take a quick shower now. Then I'll cut all my samples. Alright, here we go! Whee! So once again, the whole sample extraction process took me about 50 minutes to an hour, and now I'm finally done, so I can start with the music making. Oh, by the way, this time I'm going to use instruments other than my samples for the music, because the first time I tried making music with only my own samples, it turned out quite terrible. And to be honest, the kitchen music was quite... I didn't really like it. So I'll just try using other instruments this time and we'll see how it turns out. Okay! So now that the music is finished, I'm going to talk you through how I made it, and this time I used instruments other than just my samples, because it was kind of bleak and boring the last time I tried making music with my samples, so this time I used a piano, which sounds like this. Yeah, that's quite nice, and also a real bass. And also on some parts where I felt like the music wasn't full and ambient enough, I added a really subtle and soft pad synth. Then I just continued by adding a lot of reverb onto the whole mix, and it makes the sound much more full and not as boring, you know. And now we get onto the samples. This time I didn't use my samples as instruments, like for melodic progression and all that stuff, but only for drums and sound effects in the background. I made a couple of low and distorted kick sounds, which sound like this. Also, I've made a really short hi-hat loop, which I then reversed, so I could add more variation to the rhythmic aspect of the song. You know, I really like those complex and detailed hi-hat and Foley patterns, so I added a lot of those in this track. If I felt like some parts are still too empty and, you know, boring in the frequency ranges, I added more noise, like this water sample with a bunch of reverb. Also, stereo separation is quite important to me because it adds a lot of depth and fullness to the whole sound. Last but not least, I've added a lot of real recorded cymbals, either by me or by other people, to add more transition elements, so the parts aren't separated by a sudden cut, but instead they are flowing into each other and all that stuff. I really liked this project because it turned out way better than the first time I tried making this, which is the kitchen music. I'm kind of happy with it, you know? It's nice, it's clean, it's ambient, and the samples are quite nice. And also, the samples are free in the description. You can download it and use it for anything you want. And this is the track, just give it a listen. And that's it. So I hope you liked this video. If you do, just give me a like or something, and I'll see you in the next video, which will be something nice. See ya!